What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make the best breakfast meat ever, bacon. Now, you're going to start off by getting bacon. All right, so what I have here is the hickory smoked bacon. You can cook whatever you like, but I usually go with 1 pack. All right, so here's what you usually do. For griddle, you usually go 275, but for pan, you usually do usually up to 7. So, okay. Now you start off by opening your pack. I'm gonna go grab some scissors. I'll be right back. All right, so I have my bacon out of the pack. Remember, hickory smoked bacon. That's what I use. I mean, you can use whatever bacon you'd like, but I usually use hickory. Now, so hold up. Now remember what I said. For a griddle, you put it up to 275, and for pan, you put it up to 7. I'm using pan right now, so I'm putting it up to. Hold up, sorry. So I'm putting it up to 7. You may not see it because that's 6. Hold up, sorry. That should be 7. Hold up. Oh no, this is 7. Alright, so you put it on 7. Now, I'm going to wait for this to heat up. I'll see you in a bit. Alright, so it's not all the way heated up, but you kind of want it to not be all the way heated up. So I'm going to take off a slice of bacon. Now, hold up. So you want to take it off kind of smoothly so the bacon does not rip. Okay. Alright, so it ripped a little bit, but that's fine. So, alright, hold up. Now let's say, oh, I messed up. It's right in the middle, and I want more room. Now, this is why you need either tongs or a fork. I've used both, but I think tongs are better. Let me just, hold up. I think tongs are better, so let me just grab some. And also, any kind of size of tongs will work. Like, last time I made bacon, I had to use, I forgot what it's called. Like, never mind. I had to use, let's just call them backyard tongs. They're pretty big. They're usually for flipping hamburgers and sausages. Sorry. Yeah, I used these. I'm probably gonna use them now because I can't find my others. So yeah. Now cooking bacon is kind of dangerous because you have to be careful of oil and the little sparks that come from the bacon. So let me just put this down. I'm going to move this to the side a little bit. And also sometimes if you cook the bacon for a little too long, like it's just in the same spot for a little too long, it can start to kind of stick to your pan/griddle. Now, you're gonna see it start to pop up. That's fine. Now, it's gonna start. The sizzling is gonna start getting louder, And here's where you have to be careful. Hold up, it's kind of hard to breathe in this. There's the sizzles are gonna pop up because the bubbles are gonna pop. Then it can actually kind of burn you a little bit, and it's very painful. Hold up. Sorry, I just needed to breathe there. Now, I'm going to wait for a certain time where you're going to see it's cooked, and then you're going to know when to flip it. Oh, one more thing. You can also, also use a tiny pot, and you can use, since if you have a griddle and you're using hickory smoked, it has a lot of fat on it. And the fat can be used for other dishes, like, let's say, bacon, probably hash browns. No, I did not mean to say bacon. I meant to say eggs. Sorry about that. Now, you can probably keep the extra bacon fat in a little jar, and you can probably put it in your fridge. And you can also, like what I was originally saying, you can take a small, pot, and you can put the slices of bacon in all at one time, and then you can take a couple things, you can take a couple scoops of that lard that you were saving up from other cooking things with bacon, and then it's gonna basically deep fry the bacon. You're gonna notice that there's gonna be white stuff popping up, and the bacon's also gonna get smaller. Those two things are fine. The white stuff is actually the fat, so that's just gonna boil, and it's gonna turn into that lard that I was talking about. Also, you're gonna want a bowl of any kind on the side for once the bacon is done. I'm gonna put on another piece real quick. Hold on. This is what the bacon's gonna look like while it's cooking. It's gonna be a little bit white, and it looks like it's cooked right now, but it's actually not. It's just the lighting. It's gonna look a little bit white, and you're gonna hear a lot of popping and these little bubble things right here. Let me just move. You're gonna see those little bubble things. This is what a fresh piece of bacon is gonna look like. It's gonna be very loud, and I'm about to flip this one. Once you flip your bacon, that's what it's supposed to look like. There's gonna be a little bit of white. There's gonna be a little bit of red, and there's gonna be a little bit of a reddish brown, maroon. All right, so hold up. Now, the bacon that I'm cooking right now, it's gonna be a little bit hard and a little bit chewy, a little bit of both. Okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna make a little bit more room. Put this over here. Now, you're gonna have a bit of room on your pan, so you can probably put on 2 pieces, and then after that 2 pieces is a little bit not shrunken. Since I just put this on, it's already shrunken. So yeah, you're gonna be able to put at least 2 or 3 more pieces on, depending on how big your pan is. Now, oh crap. I want you to listen to what this sounds like when I first put it on. But I'm gonna rip off this little piece because I don't have a lot of room. Okay, it's kind of rough. All right, let me just put on that little piece. That's just from small piece. Now, let's just pop that little boy on. This is what it's going to look like. You're going to slowly see it get smaller because those little things are forming. Sorry, I got hit by one of those sparks. Now it's getting smaller and smaller. We just put that on, and do you see how small it is now? Now, if you want your bacon to be extra crispy, you can also well, not extra. If you want your bacon to be extra crispy, you can also push down on those little parts and it'll cook them so you get a nice big crunch when you bite into your bacon. Now, actually, never mind. Now, making bacon takes a lot of patience, okay? So, it may take quite long, so especially if you're doing a full pack like I am. Now, this is what it should look like when it's about cooked. You're going to see a bunch of brown oil, and you're going to see all this stuff right there. Hold up, I'm going to try to flip this while you're saying this. So, hold up. Now, yeah, these little pieces are done. This is why you want the bowl. Now, I'm going to grab this bowl and I'm just going to put those little things in here. Perfect. So I just put 2 pieces because those 2 pieces were done, and I left that one in because it needs a little bit more time to cook. All right, so you're gonna so do you see how this is smoking? That's not really good. It's too hot, so you're gonna want to put it down to. I'm gonna put it down to medium, so that should work. Hold up. Now, different oils have different smoking points, so you're gonna want to be careful about that. Now, this is still smoking, so you're gonna I'm gonna wait for this to cool down a bit. So yeah. Whew, it's hard to breathe in this, especially if you have smoke. Now, let's say there's way too much smoke in your kitchen. I recommend opening a window, and also if there's a fan above your stove or cooking space, then you should turn it on. My dad's talking because I have an Alexa. I actually don't know how to turn this on, so I'm going to cut out the video real quick. Alright, so if you have a fan, it's going to be pretty loud, so that's why I'm talking loudly. And it may not be loud for you. So yeah. Alright, so I forgot to mention this. You don't want to just open one window. You want to open 2 windows or a door. I'm going to open 1 window. So I'm going to open 2 windows sorry. Hold up. Well, I've taught you all the things that I needed to teach you. I'm still cooking the bacon though. Well, I'll see you next time. Bye.